Hey everyone, it's Will, GamerDad, with another video for you. So as I did hint at earlier on this week, and of course also Scott from the Another Eden Global channel put out in his live stream, version 3.2.400 will land tomorrow evening about 24 hours from now. Now note this is going to be an in-game update, so it might take some time to update as well. And of course that also means that iOS users like myself won't get a head start, and so it's going to be a late evening for most of us playing tomorrow. Now that being said, if you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Keep in mind that this is obviously part 3 volume 2. And so if you've already finished chapter 92 from the first part of main story, part 3 volume 1, then you'll know that you meet up with Chronos, which is one of the, the Paradoxical Dreamers band members. He did show up in the main story part 3, and at the very end it was almost like a cliffhanger where he was associated with the Chronos Empire. We also do get him as a free 5-star unit. He is going to be a Thunder Staff Shadow user, and if you watched one of my earlier videos with my friend there where we tried to predict the next global first unit, he did call Thunderstaff Shadow unit. However, obviously did not occur as a gacha unit, ended up occurring as a free unit. But why would we complain about that, right? A free unit is a free unit, and he can actually help set Thunder Zone as well. So if you don't have Orlea, or you're not able to, or summon on the newest unit, Villette, then at least free teams do have access to Thunder Zone, although I believe that they can all be used together, either simultaneously, partially, or whatnot. They each bring their own abilities to it. But let's talk about Villette. Now, Villette obviously is our newest gacha unit featured in tomorrow's update, part of the main story of part 3, and so she will. I'm sure she'll be prominently featured in the game. Now that being said, she is our second gacha Thunder Zone setter. She can VC in with Thunder, but as we know from ES Miyu, I should say a third Thunder Center, VCing in is so passe nowadays, and obviously you want someone who can do it with a move, and just like Orlea, Villette can do it with absolutely no problem. She has a move that sets Thunder Zone with a move, and just like the newest units out there, not only sets the zone, will awaken Thunder Zone at the same time. So nice and easy, and it's by preemptive, by the way, and it also attacks as well. Now it doesn't give you type shield plus 50 like Orlea's, not as defensive. This one gives regen and MP regen for 5 turns, and attacks like I said. And actually, if once it awakens Thunder Zone, it actually restores 4 times too. So essentially full heal at the beginning of every fight, and MP regen for 5 turns. Not bad. Just like Orlea, Villette has the ability to boost power, int, speed, and in this case, Thunder type attack as well of all party members, up to capped boosts. So in Thunder Zone, these boosts will now be 100%, and also max MP 25%, which will now be 50%. So capped boosts on power, int, and speed, capped type attack up 100%, and max MP plus 50%. This move also applies mental focus to all party members. Now, Villette's interesting in that she is holds a weapon like a hammer. However, uses all her attacks as magic attacks, and so her attacks are based on power, which is different from usually magic attacks being on int, but her attacks are essentially all magic based, and so very, very interesting as a Thunder magic unit, just as a physical concentration, kind of like Alma with her physical power affecting some of her magic attacks. In this case, Villette has all magic attacks, but able to boost all magic users obviously with mental focus and MP plus. But in Thunder teams, I mean, it's going to really boost Camouflage because he is a Thunder Staff. And even if your other Thunder units are not Staff, the fact that you get power, int, and speed maxed out with type damage for Thunder is crazy stuff. She, as a Lunatic user, has Lunatic Charge, which is the one that allows her, for every hit she does, it'll give an extra small attack, which will basically help charge the bar a little bit, adds extra attacks. And her passive skill at the beginning of every turn is that she gets, I guess, charges based on the number of hits of lightning attacks, I guess from the last turn. However, the number of charges decreases by 15 at the end of each turn. So obviously you want to, well, with the availability of Lunatic Charge and other multi-hit attacks, you're going to have lots of charges, and I imagine a Thunder team has no problem generating more than 15 hits per turn outside of AF, mind you. Most of her attacks do 4 or 5 hits, and some of her top DPS moves are based off that massive charge. So if she can get charges up to 50 or better, then she's going to get quite a bit of DPS, and of course she can help set crit and magic crit rate of all party members, as well as set thunder type res down up to 100%, 50% stackable for 3 turns. So all in one, very offensively minded unit. All her moves are essentially offensive support, and the fact that she can give all that those stats up is great. Very, very interesting and powerful unit. Now, of course, there's going to be lots of new mechanics. There's going to be a lot of bounties, and I'm not really looking forward to that. But one thing a lot of people is for people who are fans of Xenogears, and I actually never played Xenogears, but you pilot a mech. Your party becomes a mech where each body part is essentially one of your party members, and obviously you try to survive. And if the main party, I guess body or whatever core dies, then the whole party dies. So something to keep in mind. But you'll have to use your mech to fight other mechs or other bounty fights. So that'll be interesting. As usual, interesting and painful treasure hunts, and I'm sure there's going to be some super boss fights. Not looking forward to that. Hopefully the power creep isn't too crazy, and that I will still be able to manage to solve them all on my own. And there's some sort of Monster Clash Arena, which is, I guess, a mini game. I don't know how to do that. It should be interesting or painful. And of course, same thing. Now this time around, I will set my exploration to either expert or veteran. The 3rd or 4th difficulty. I think I really burnt out playing master level on the mobs when I first went through 3.0, the main story part 3. But I will set the difficulty higher against the actual bosses themselves, so that when you watch my videos, at least you'll know what you're up against if you decide to challenge it at the highest difficulty. So something to keep in mind, I highly recommend even seasoned veterans to the game would choose either veteran or expert as opposed to master. You might thank me later for that. And different from last time, instead of having it where, you just walk in and you see those, icons, it can now respawn continuously. So you can farm out things as opposed to before where it was random. Remember, the new mechanics are you only see the enemies and you can encounter them when you want to or when you don't want to. Now you have it respawn over and over again. You can farm out 1,000 or 100 of each, get out the materials you need, which will help people who are perfectionists or getting everything in the game. That will help them with that. Valette does have a sidekick, so we pull for the buddy and not the unit. Her sidekick obviously will enhance Thunder teams quite a bit. It auto-inflicts 3 stacks, so every move is going to be a stack, inflict 3 stacks of Elemental Break Thunder, apply type res down, so not thunder res down, type res down on all, type res on all party members plus 15. So shield it up. Remember that this can stack with Tetra if you're using Tetra and Guns, which is the other sidekick of Valette. And that'll be fun. And then of course, when you use the 5 charge special ability, it will do a thunder magic attack on all enemies times 10. So remember that in combination with other things that will count up the number of hits. That's 10 hits, and in Thunder Zone that will occur every 3 turns. And it will also inflict 10 stacks of Elemental Break Thunder on all enemies. So really interesting. And it will also, by the way, deploy Thunder Zone and awaken Thunder Zone, which will last another 2 turns. This is infinite. So it will come perfectly at the time that you need it to be reawakened, because you can activate the special charged move at the beginning of the turn before your team acts. So this is quite a broken unit in terms of having the sidekick charge up your Thunder team to know tomorrow. Of course, there'll be Fatefuls for Valette, standard non-paid, which is free banners for Valette, which we'll see who she splits with, or is it just a one raid up, just like some of the other units, like I think Yakima was a 1 unit raid up. And of course, Fatefuls that will excuse me, encompass all the last 10 units that banners that occurred, especially some of them which are still available. So Valette, and then going in backwards order, Parisa AS, Ultra Daenerys, Melody AS, Felmina ES, Elciel, and so on and so forth. So yeah, it gives you a lot of ways to catch up if you're willing to spend the money. If you're free to play, then obviously you're going to be limited in how you do that. And these are Fatefuls as well, which is unfortunate. I really did enjoy the ways we walked banners as a free banner as opposed to Fateful, but you know, it is what it is. So, remember we got 8 free 5 stars, everyone, earlier on, and up to 8, I guess, if you haven't finished all the main story. You've seen many of us summon, or you saw it on the subreddit or the Discord or on YouTube. You can get another 2 5 stars, one of which is here. Sorry. If you clear the first chapter, which is usually just storyline or a review of the last kind of episode, you'll get this automatic 5 star. And this will be a 5 star limited to the 4 weapon types there. So obviously staff, katana, bow, or axe. It is only up to version 3.1.700. But that will include Cesta and some other powerful units there. So don't worry too much about that. Don't forget that you also still have the Whisper of Time drop, which is obviously the Sprinkles Assault daily summons, and then you'll get your 5 star that way as well. So that will be the last 2 out there. Finally, you can replay stories if you already have the units. And okay, so there's some other things that were identified to be fixed. I guess it'll be camouflage, which we don't even have yet. So they're already fixing some of these things and warning you ahead of time that the display will show, but the effect of the skill is not there. Alright, so let me know in the comments below what you think of the update. I know that the live stream covered most of this, and so really it's a matter of fact of playing through it and seeing how it goes. Let me know if you're already going to be summoning for Valette, and of course the Star Dream is dropping tomorrow. I did put out a video yesterday discussing my thoughts and considerations about that. I'll put it in the link in the description below. You can check it out if you haven't already, or if you want some additional insight as to what GamerDad feels are the most powerful units you want to pull for with the SDE. As for myself, I am going to be trying for Valette. I hope that my stones will be enough to get it, but let's be honest, it's not guaranteed by any stretch. I believe I have about 12,000 stones maybe, and let's be honest, that's not even close to a guarantee. So I'm hoping I'm able to get the unit tomorrow. If not, well, the streak was good while it was working. I have been paying quite a bit of, I think most of my banners actually this year have been like 10k or more to get the featured unit. So I'm really hoping that I have a stroke of luck in having unit that costs less than 10k if I get it at all. But of course, beggars can't be choosers. We'll see how it goes. Ahead of time, I wish you all good luck in all your banner pulls, whether or not it's the SDE, all the previous free 5 stars you have, the future free 5 stars you have, or even going for Valette herself. Anyways, looking forward to tomorrow. Not sure how much I'm going to be playing through because as it stands, I'm still behind on many things. And actually, this weekend, the main thing I've been working on, other than the videos for you guys for the Star Dream, is trying to do some of my character quests. As I've upgraded a lot of units, especially with so many free 5 stars, some of the normal styles have been unlocked. I have to do those quests to either unlock, in my case, Radika's Manifest battle, which I really should do, and other things like that. So you just saw me put up a video for Elciel's quest, which was long overdue as well. So anyways, lots of content to do, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.